Kiana here with PMP Crafters. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, I am so happy you decided to tune in. We are going to do a quick how-to or remake of some things that I've just kind of been looking at online, and it is homecoming season. I'm like, hey, let's make some homecoming cards that the high schoolers or even college people can actually give out to remind people to vote for them. Now, this can be for homecoming, like I said, but if you're running for like president or secretary or something of that nature, you could do the same thing with these. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go to custom size, click on it, and we're going to use a standard sheet of paper. Now, I want to make sure that it is portrait mode and not landscape, so I use this quite often. It shows right here, but if you do not use it quite often, you want to make sure up here that you go into inches and you type in the dimensions of your paper, which is a standard sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and wait for it to pop up. Now that I have it up, we're going to go to elements. Now, elements, if you do not know, that is where our shapes and things are, our fonts, not our fonts, our images and frames and different things of that nature. So I'm going to go into shapes. And normally my square is right up here. It's not there. So, if yours doesn't show up right away, of course, you could type it in, or if you are on a laptop or desktop, you can just press R for rectangle, but it comes as a square, so I always say square, but R for rectangle, and it will pop right up for you. Okay, so now that I have this up, we are going to make this a 4x6. You can make a 4x6, a 4x4 card, however you would like to do this. Because if you want to put multiple on here, like if you really want to make sure that you get the most for your paper, then I would say make it smaller. But I think what I want to do is make it definitely 4 inches wide, and then we'll go 4 by 5 instead. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm just going to bring this up, and as you can see, it divides our paper into 4, and so of course I could sit here and duplicate these and make sure that they all fit, and then you can do different ones on here. Okay, but anyway, I am going to work on one at a time. But now that I have this is my base or my template, but I am going to bring in a frame. And so I'm going to click on frames, and once again, it is a square shape, and I'm just going to place it right on top. Now that I have that, I am staying in elements. I am going to just choose some backgrounds that I've been playing with recently, and I'm going to use these for my background on here. I want to first flip this. And I'm simply just going to drag and drop it right in there. All right, so now that I have that, I'm going to get another frame. This frame this time is going to be a circle. Okay, and this is where we're going to put the photo of our girl. And since I do not have an image right now, of course I'll pull one up. And then I'm also going to go back into shapes and get a circle. I'm going to change this to white. Go in positions. And this is just going to be behind there. And I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, now I'm going to align the two together. and then center it onto our paper. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to do our wording, and I can press T for text, and I'm going to make this one our bubblegum one. So I want it to say, don't blow it, choose me, vote for Kim Lee, okay? Okay, so now that I have all of my text, I am going to find what I want, what kind of font I want. Okay, I have everything positioned the way that I want it, and I left some room for the candy. I may make the name a little smaller. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to make the name a little smaller so we can definitely bring things up just a tad bit. And then what I want to do, I have the outlines of all of these, but I also want to duplicate each and then put a black outline behind them. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so now we're going to do one over here, and I want to do one that's in like a Starburst theme. So I'm going to go back into Elements, and I'm going to type in red Starburst. I'm going to choose another image. I feel like there has to be a picture of who you're voting for on each one. It has to be. So I'm just going to press the C for circle and go ahead and get us a, let's see, since this one, the colors is going to be red and yellow because Starbursts are yellow, and then white. I think that's what I want to do. And then we need an image and a frame. So we need a frame. And I'm just going to do this the same way I did the other one, so you guys can just watch. Okay, so now we have our Starburst one, our Bubblegum one, and let's make two more. Why not? So I am just going to duplicate these things and I'm going to let's do a crunch. Okay, so now we have this one, and let's do one more. All right, so this is our campaign vote for labels. So I'm going to go ahead and save this and print this out. I think it's going to come out so super well. Let's see. Okay, so here's what they look like all printed out. I simply use some cardstock paper, nothing special just to do this. So if you are on a budget but want to make sure that your child gets voted for, then use some plain cardstock paper. I did not have Starburst for this one, but this is what it looks like. They all came out super well. Hope you enjoyed this video.